Collagen loss is the silent reason millions over 60 wake up stiff and achy. As collagen production steadily declines after your 20s, cartilage thins and joints lose their natural cushioning. That's why walking, climbing stairs, or even turning in bed can feel harder. The good news: targeted foods can calm inflammation, supply the exact amino acids your body needs, and help your joints feel stronger. First, I'll show 6 collagen-boosting foods that work, what they do, the quick science behind them, and simple ways to add each into your daily meals. Expect bone broth and gelatin for direct collagen and glycin, chicken and fish skin for key collagen types, eggs for essential building blocks, and vitamin C-rich fruits and veggies to switch on collagen production, plus one easy supplement swap that really helps. You'll get bite-sized recipes and real-life swaps, a morning collagen coffee, a cozy bone broth sip, roasting chicken with the skin, and a 7-day meal plan that fits into a busy life. Stay with me to the end for the full list, step-by-step tips, and a printable shopping list. Subscribe and tell me in the comments which joint you want to fix first so first can tailor the next tips to you. 1. How natural collagen levels drop after 60 and affect mobility. Collagen is the body's most abundant structural protein and a cornerstone of joint integrity, but its production slows markedly as we move into later life. Cells called fibroblasts and chondrocyte are responsible for building collagen, yet their activity declines with age, and the signaling that promotes new collagen synthesis weakens. At the same time, enzymes that break down collagen, matrix metalloproteinases, MMPs, become more active in chronically inflamed tissues, tipping the balance toward degradation rather than repair. The result is thinner, less resilient cartilage, stiffer tendons and ligaments, and a skin and joint matrix that holds less water, all of which reduce the cushioning and glide joints rely on. That biochemical shift has clear, practical consequences for mobility. Cartilage that loses collagen and proteoglycan content becomes less able to absorb shock, so normal activities like rising from a chair, climbing a flight of stairs, or walking on uneven ground start to hurt. Joints may feel stiff after rest, exhibit reduced range of motion, and produce grinding sensations as surfaces wear. Tendons and ligaments, with altered collagen cross-linking and reduced turnover, become less elastic and more prone to microtears, injuries that heal slowly in older adults. Muscle loss compounds the problem. Weaker muscles put greater mechanical load on already compromised joints, accelerating pain and functional decline. There is good news: the biological processes that slow collagen renewal are responsive to targeted interventions. Progressive resistance and weight-bearing exercises stimulate collagen synthesis in tendons and promote healthier cartilage metabolism. Nutritional building blocks are essential too. Adequate dietary protein and nutrients like vitamin C are required for collagen formation, while controlling chronic inflammation reduces the destructive activity of MMPs. Behavioral changes such as maintaining a healthy body weight and avoiding prolonged immobilization also protect the remaining collagen matrix by minimizing abnormal joint forces and promoting circulation. Start integrating small, specific steps into daily life to protect mobility and slow collagen loss. Add short bouts of strength training that focus on functional movements, for example, sit-to-stand repetitions, wall push-ups, and calf raises, and aim to include protein with each meal alongside vitamin C, rich fruits or vegetables to support synthesis. If joint pain limits activity, seek a physical therapist to tailor an exercise plan and rule out conditions needing medical treatment. Monitor progress. Improved ease of movement, less morning stiffness, and quicker recovery after activity are meaningful signs that interventions are helping. Take action now. Preserving collagen is not about reversing age, but about keeping joints stronger and more resilient for the life you want to live. 2. Bone broth, the ancient liquid gold for cartilage repair. Cartilage is made mostly of collagen fibers embedded in a gel-like matrix, and because it has very little blood supply, it heals slowly and struggles to rebuild itself as we age. That lack of circulation means joints often lack the steady stream of amino acids and small molecules needed to maintain or repair cartilage. Pain and stiffness are the result when the structural proteins and lubricating molecules in joint tissue break down faster than they can be replaced. Bone broth can help by supplying a concentrated, food-based source of the raw materials your body uses to remake connective tissue. When bones, joints, and cartilage are simmered gently, collagen breaks down into gelatin and smaller collagen peptides. Those peptides include amino acids such as glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, all important for collagen synthesis. The simmering process also extracts glucosamine and chondroitin in small amounts, compounds commonly taken as supplements for joint comfort, plus trace minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Clinical research has shown that hydrolyzed collagen supplements can reduce joint pain in some people. While direct trials of homemade bone broth are limited, the biochemical logic is sound: supply the building blocks and support the body's repair pathways. Make broth the right way to maximize those benefits. Use cartilage-rich parts, chicken feet, necks, wings, beef knuckles, oxtail or marrow bones, and add a splash of acidic liquid such as vinegar or lemon to help draw minerals out of the bone. Simmer low and slow. Poultry bones typically give up their gelatin in 6 to 12 hours, while dense beef or lamb bones often benefit from 12 to 48 hours of gentle heat. A clear, gelatinous set when chilled indicates you've extracted a good amount of collagen-derived gelatin. Season lightly during cooking and add vitamin C, rich vegetables or citrus at the table. Vitamin C is an essential cofactor for the enzymes that assemble new collagen in the body, so pairing broth with peppers, tomatoes, or a squeeze of lemon supports those repair processes. Integrate broth into daily life in practical ways. Sip a warm cup in the morning instead of coffee. Use it as the base for vegetable-packed soups, or cook grains and pulses in broth to boost their protein profile. Combine regular consumption with simple strength and mobility exercises for joints. Nutrition and mechanical stimulus together produce better results than either alone. Be mindful of sodium if you store and reheat broth frequently, and if you have gout, kidney disease, or specific dietary restrictions, check with your healthcare provider because bone broth can be higher in purines and minerals. Try making a small batch this week. Pick a cartilage-rich bone, add water and a tablespoon of vinegar, include aromatics for flavor, and simmer until the pot yields a rich, gelled stock. Note how your joints feel over several weeks, keep portions moderate, and discuss any changes with your clinician. A sensible, food-first step that many people over 60 find both comforting and supportive for joint health. 3. Wild-caught fish, the role of marine collagen in joint elasticity. Joints depend on a resilient network of collagen-rich tissues to absorb shock and allow smooth movement, and when that collagen becomes depleted or damaged, stiffness and pain often follow. Marine collagen, especially the peptides derived from fish skin and scales, is rich in the amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline that are the building blocks your body needs to rebuild connective tissue. Because many fish-derived collagens are composed primarily of type 1 collagen and are broken into low molecular weight peptides during processing, they tend to be more easily absorbed than some land animal sources. This can translate into faster availability of raw materials for repair processes in cartilage and surrounding ligaments. There's a twofold advantage when you choose wild-caught fish as a source. You get marine collagen peptides plus anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids in the same food. Those omega-3s help blunt the inflammatory signals that accelerate cartilage breakdown, while the collagen peptides supply the specific amino acids that chondrocyte, cartilage cells, use to maintain and rebuild the extracellular matrix. Practical examples include using salmon or cod skins in broths or eating sardines and mackerel with the skin. These tissues concentrate the collagen that turns into gelatin when cooked and becomes bioavailable when consumed. How to make this work on a plate is straightforward. Include oily, low-mercury wild-caught species like salmon, sardines, or pollock at least twice a week, and when possible cook with the skin on or simmer the bones and skins into a broth to extract collagen into the dish. Pair those meals with vitamin C, rich vegetables or citrus. Vitamin C is an essential cofactor for the enzymes that stabilize newly formed collagen, so a simple roasted salmon with citrus herb salsa or a fishbone broth loaded with bell peppers and greens combines collagen precursors, anti-inflammatory fats, and the co-nutrients your body requires for synthesis. If dietary habits or access to fresh wild-caught fish are limited, concentrated marine collagen supplements made from wild-caught fish skins, for example, cod or salmon peptide powders, offer a convenient option. Choose products that provide third-party testing for purity and sustainability, and check labels for sourcing. Start integrating these foods gradually. Try a fish skin broth once or twice a week, add sardines to salads, or switch to skin-on fillets. And of course, talk with your healthcare provider before starting supplements or making major diet changes, particularly if you're on blood thinners or have specific dietary restrictions, so you can safely add marine collagen into a joint support plan that fits your health needs. 4. Vitamin C connection. Why berries are the on switch for collagen. Collagen loss underlies the stiffness and soreness many people over 60 notice in their knees, hips, and hands. Simply put, your body needs both the raw materials and the molecular spark to rebuild that scaffolding. Vitamin C is that spark, a required cofactor for the enzymes, prolyl and lysyl hydroxylases, that chemically modify collagen's building blocks, allowing the triple helix to form correctly and the fibers to cross-link for strength. Without enough vitamin C, newly made collagen is weaker, more prone to breakage, and less able to support joint cartilage and connective tissue. Berries are an efficient, practical way to flip the switch. Strawberries stand out among common berries for vitamin C content, while blueberries and blackberries bring anthocyanins and other polyphenol that reduce oxidative stress around the joint environment. Those antioxidants don't just soothe inflammation, they protect existing collagen from damage by free radicals, slowing further deterioration. Frozen berries perform surprisingly well too. Freezing preserves most of their vitamin C and antioxidant load, so convenience doesn't mean compromise. At the molecular level, the effect is straightforward. Vitamin C enables hydroxylation of proline and lysine residues on procollagen. That biochemical step stabilizes the helix and prepares collagen for the enzymatic crosslinks that give tendons and cartilage tensile strength. Pairing vitamin C-rich berries with a source of amino acids, for example dairy, legumes, or a collagen peptide supplement, supplies both the catalytic on-switch and the substrate. Keep in mind vitamin C is heat-sensitive. Adding fresh or thawed berries to cooked oats only at the end, or blending them raw into a smoothie, preserves more of the active nutrient. Make it habitual. Start breakfasts with a small bowl of mixed berries and Greek yogurt, or blend spinach, a scoop of collagen powder and mixed berries into a quick drink after a walk. Use frozen berries stirred into warm cereal at the last moment if that's easier. Experiment with frozen versus fresh, and favor whole fruit over sugary berry sauces. If you take medications or have specific health concerns, check with your clinician, then aim to include berries regularly. They're the natural, tasty on-switch that helps your body rebuild stronger joints. 5. Egg whites, the essential building blocks for connective tissue. Egg whites deliver what aging joints need most: highly bioavailable, complete proteins packed with the amino acids the body uses to rebuild connective tissue. These proteins are dominated by albumin and include glycine, proline, and lysine, the specific building blocks collagen synthesis borrows to rebuild tendon, ligament, and cartilage structure. Collagen itself is formed in the body from these components, so supplying them through food is a direct, practical way to give your repair processes the raw material they require. Because egg white protein is easily digested and absorbed, it's an efficient source for older adults who may struggle to meet protein needs. Cooking denatures albumin, improving digestibility, and neutralizing amidin, a protein in raw whites that can interfere with biotin absorption. So prepare them cooked rather than raw, poached, scrambled, or folded into an omelet. Liquids labeled pasteurized egg whites are a convenient, safe alternative if you want the protein without the yolk. For effective collagen building, you also need cofactors. Vitamin C is a key one, and egg whites don't provide that, so pair them with vitamin C-rich vegetables or fruits. Try a simple example: an egg white omelet filled with bell peppers and a side of citrus, or a breakfast smoothie blending pasteurized egg white powder with strawberries and spinach. Those combinations supply both the amino acids and the ascorbic acid that helps convert proline and lysine into the functional, hydroxylated forms collagen needs. Practical integration is straightforward and flexible. Add an egg white or two to morning meals, mix pasteurized egg whites into protein shakes, or make a batch of savory egg white muffins with chopped kale and tomato to refrigerate for the week. Be mindful of individual health factors. If you have a known egg allergy, avoid them. If you have impaired kidney function, check with your clinician before raising protein intake. Start small and consistent. One sensible change can help supply the connective tissue building blocks your joints depend on. 6. Pumpkin seeds and zinc, maintaining the integrity of the joint matrix. Aging joints suffer when the collagen-rich matrix that cushions cartilage and binds tissues becomes fragile, and restoring the building blocks matters more than you might think. Tiny shifts in the biochemical environment, reduced enzyme activity, oxidative stress, slower cell turnover, all chip away at matrix integrity and make everyday movements feel harsher. Zinc is one of those essential micronutrients that quietly supports the enzymes and antioxidant systems that maintain and repair the extracellular matrix, so getting it from food is a practical strategy for calmer, stronger joints. Pumpkin seeds are an especially convenient plant source of zinc. A modest handful of whole pepitas supplies a meaningful portion of daily zinc needs for older adults while also bringing protein, magnesium, and healthy fats to the table. That combination matters. Zinc acts as a catalytic or structural cofactor in zinc-dependent enzymes, including matrix metalloproteinases, that remodel collagen and other matrix components, and it partners with copper in the Cu/Zn superoxide dismutase system to blunt oxidative damage that otherwise accelerates matrix breakdown. In short, pumpkin seeds support both the construction and the protection of the joint matrix. Practical details make this usable, not theoretical. Plant zinc is somewhat less bioavailable than animal zinc because of phytates in seeds and grains, but simple preparation techniques improve absorption. Choose whole seeds, lightly roast them, or try soaking and drying to reduce phytate content. Sprinkle a tablespoon or 2 on yogurt, blend ground seeds into a savory pesto for roasted vegetables, toss them into salads, or pulse them into smoothies. A small handful a few times per week is an easy, low-cost habit that steadily contributes zinc alongside other joint-supportive nutrients. Also keep in mind sodium. Buy unsalted or low-sodium varieties if you watch blood pressure. Integrating pumpkin seeds into a balanced plan is straightforward. Rotate them with other zinc sources, legumes, dairy, or lean meats if you eat them, maintain variety to avoid nutrient imbalances, and pair dietary changes with gentle exercise that loads joints appropriately to stimulate matrix turnover. If you're considering high-dose zinc supplements, check with your clinician first. Excessive zinc can interfere with copper and iron absorption and interact with certain medications. Start by adding a small daily sprinkle of pumpkin seeds to a favorite meal, and ask your healthcare provider to check your nutrient status if joint pain persists. A simple dietary tweak could be the supporting piece your joints have been missing. Quick recap: your body's collagen declines with age, which is a big reason joints feel stiff after 60, but you can help rebuild and protect those tissues with food. The 6 collagen-supporting foods to focus on are bone broth, chicken, especially with connective tissue, fish with skin, eggs, citrus fruits, and leafy greens. These give you collagen or the building blocks, amino acids, vitamin C, antioxidants, your body needs to make collagen. If joint pain has been holding you back, start small. Add a cup of bone broth a few times a week, bake salmon with the skin once or twice weekly, keep eggs for easy protein at breakfast, toss lemon or oranges on a spinach salad, and swap sugary snacks for a berry citrus smoothie. Vitamin C is a must to turn those amino acids into strong collagen fibers. Limit excess sugar and stay hydrated, and pair these foods with gentle strength work to really reinforce your joints. Try this simple plan for 30 days, pick 2 of these foods daily, combine them with a vitamin C source, and do a short joint-friendly routine 3 times a week. Track how your morning stiffness and strength change. Many people notice improvements in weeks, not months. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which food you'll start with or what joint issue you want to target next. First, I'll be posting joint-friendly recipes using these 6 foods and a 7-minute strength routine for knees and hips next. Don't miss it. Keep building those small habits. Your joints can feel stronger at 60 and beyond. See you in the next video.